In my videos, like, I make sure, like, to barely show myself eating, like, especially when I did my what I eat today, like, takeout.
476.6 pounds.
Some of my really bad food anxieties is, like, if I have, like, a double cheeseburger, that's one of them.
489.6 pounds.
Or, like, a lot of pasta at once.
490.8 pounds.
I mean, like, while I'm eating it, like, for some reason my brain is telling me you might have a heart attack while eating this.
499.8 pounds.
499.8. Okay, queen. Like, if this was your content, like, I would have went in.
504.0 pounds.
Whoa. Wait, my jaw's on the floor. Like, I edit out a lot of my bites, most of my chews. I don't really eat on camera.
508.6 pounds.
So if I ever was 600 pounds or more, I never knew. I never saw that for myself. I think at this point, it doesn't even matter anymore. I think what matters is now. I feel like I'm making really good progress in my opinion.
In just 1 year, Amber went from dating a troll.
It was supposed to be a troll, it was supposed to be a joke, it was supposed to be this, that, and the third.
To allegedly covering up a secret relationship.
Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you don't, and you'll never know.
To ending up with a known feeder, whose late partner weighed over 1,000 pounds at the time of her death. Oh, and did I mention the cheating?
There was a phase where I was talking to multiple people at once.
Like, yes, I'm the biggest f***ing cheating piece of shit spouse on YouTube right now. You can go ahead and say that.
Not to mention the suspicious timelines surrounding these multiple partners, as well as the love interest that turned into a full-blown enemy.
And you may ask yourself, why is Alexis doing this if they're supposed to be friends? And my answer to that would be, I have never had a friend post a YouTube video and use resenting Alexis as a clickbait title.
This might just be Amber's messiest year yet. And today we're breaking down every single twist, turn, and disaster that you may have missed or just forgot about. I'll also be sprinkling in some of her non-relationship drama, like her health scare, Ozempic arcs, yes, plural, and more petty drama.
Oh wait, wrong way. Oh, I look like a cutie patootie.
Now, I've got a lot to cover, so let's just get right into it. A lot went down between the time when Tommy/Emily came into Amber's life.
Now, what do you want to eat?
Between the time Tommy/Emily came into Amber's life and their eventual breakup sometime in January 2025. But before we really dive into this mess, let's take a quick look at the timeline because things got really chaotic there at the start. And if you don't know who Amber is, honestly, I don't know how you found my channel. I cannot go into each and every scandal that this lady has been through because she's been on YouTube for like 10 plus years and it would take me twice that amount of time to dissect all her controversial content. But if you want a more in-depth review of Amberlynn Reid's life, Mr. Snowflake has got some great multi-hour documentaries on her other relationships, and his channels will be linked down below. And actually, he's the reason that I decided to dive even deeper into the Amberverse and make this video. Because I was watching him one day and my face popped up on one of his first reviews of Anna O'Brien. Anyway, so this video is thanks to you, Mr. Snowflake.
Ooh, daddy.
He's seen too much Amber, he's not gonna see this. So how did Amber end up dating a known feeder? What happened, and why did that same feeder girlfriend dump her ass? And to answer that, we have to go all the way back to February 2024, when Amber was madly in love with her then girlfriend, who she introduced to us as Valentine. The two had reportedly been talking since sometime in September 2023, but they only officially started dating on Valentine's Day 2024, when this mystery girlfriend asked to be Amber's Valentine. How sweet.
I have been friends with this person since September and we have become really good friends and like the whole time crushing on each other. We asked each other to be each other's Valentines, so that was like a cute thingy.
Amber later even got a token to remember this date.
You guys. It says 2/14/24, the moon when we became one. I look like the moon? Well, the moon's beautiful.
However, just 4 months after this, on June 15th, 2024, Amber and Valentine were done. Why? Well, according to Amber, Valentine was living a double life. She was married and had been lying the whole time. But despite this, Amber swears that Valentine totally loved her just so much. And they both knew that Amber just deserved better. So they broke up.
You got super distant, and I knew what I deserved in my life and what I wanted in a partner. And I knew that like that was not it. So I broke up with her. It wasn't a situation where she like begged me not to do it or whatever, because I think at that point, like she knew I deserved better and knew I deserved more. Knew I deserved someone who like didn't lie, cheat, betray, etc., etc. It just sucks that sometimes like loving someone is just not enough. And I know that she has her issues and problems and a whole other life. She was literally living 2 separate lives.
And lucky for Amber, only 3 days later, on June 18th, she was already swooning over her new soulmate, who she introduced to us as Tommy. And by June 26th, less than 10 days later, Amber and this Tommy girl were official.
What was the date you and Valentine broke up? It was 1 day after our 4-month anniversary. I broke up with her on June 15th. Tommy first messaged me on June 18th. Me and Erica broke up 3 days before that. So that's that.
And now this is where things get a little bit messy. After Amber posted the face reveal of Tommy, internet sleuths on Reddit and the forums worked fast to find out who this Tommy girl really was. And they found out that her real name was Emily. And Emily had just been in a committed long-term relationship with her then partner, Colleen, which only ended due to Colleen's death in April 2024, only a couple months prior to when Tommy reached out to Amber. So according to Amber's timeline, only 2 months after Colleen's death, Emily was already sliding into Amber's DMs. Because of how quickly Amber moved from Valentine to Emily, people started questioning whether Amber really ever broke up with Valentine, and maybe Valentine and Emily were the same person. And Amber was just reintroducing this same girlfriend under a different name. And this isn't something that's new for Amber. She has done this in the past with her previous girlfriend, Jade Wifey Feline. And honestly, I really thought that Valentine and Emily were the same person too. Even now, I think that Amber's timeline is really sketchy. So if this theory is true, that Valentine and Emily are the same person, that would mean that Emily was talking with Amber while she was still with her late partner, Colleen, and that Emily had only become official with Amber after Colleen had passed, almost as if they were waiting for her to die. And once this rumor started spreading, Amber rushed to clear the air and dropped a bombshell, revealing Valentine's real name was Erica.
Valentine's name is Erica, and Erica had a wife. You guys went from believing Valentine was fake to them believing Valentine was my most recent ex, all for entertainment while actively ruining people's lives. Valentine was real. I have never lied.
Rain and petals, these drop.
And another reaction channel, Salty Crab, shout out to her, she's absolutely hilarious. Go check her out, she's going to be linked down below. Salty Crab was able to verify some of Amber's earlier claims that Valentine was not the same person as this Emily/Tommy character, and that Valentine was actually Erica. So to sum it up, from September 2023 all the way till June 15th, 2024, Amber was with Valentine/Erica. Then, only 3 days later, on June 18th, 2024, Amber had moved on to Emily/Tommy. And after this point, timelines did calm down quite a bit, with Amber staying with this Tommy/Emily character all the way till January 2025, with only a brief period where they had supposedly broken up for like a couple days. But otherwise, they were together for this whole time. But that's just the beginning, because when Amber revealed that Valentine was Erica, there was a lot more going on than her viewers and haters initially realized. Now, as I mentioned, the reaction channel Salty Crab was able to verify some of Amber's initial claims regarding Erica. And then Erica decided to spice things up by reaching out to more reaction channels. Apathetic Facts got some voice notes from Erica, who agreed to let them be shared, along with some photos of herself and her wife. They wanted their images and their voices out there. Then, because the situation wasn't messy enough, Erica and her wife Brittany ended up on a live call on one of Jordy's live streams. And according to these two, Erica had initially reached out to Amber purely as a joke, just for the lulz.
I told Erica, I said, I wonder if you message her if she would reply. She's like, I don't know, let's try. So she actually did respond. It took her less than 5 minutes.
Did Valentine troll you? No.
So was the reaching out to Amberlynn done to kind of troll? Was it done as a joke?
Yeah, absolutely. That was all it was in the beginning.
In the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning. Because, surprise, surprise, this joke spiraled into a real love affair. Don't ask me how one goes from, let's laugh at the 500-pound girl, to, I think I'm in love with this 500-pound girl. And I'm sure that rocked Brittany too, and people started being really hard on Brittany. In my opinion, a little bit unfairly. They were calling her a crazy bitch, controlling, and speculating on how bad Brittany must be in order for Erica to have chosen Amber over Brittany. And to be fair, Brittany did have some questionable moments.
So what you're referring to, that crying phone call?
Just interjecting in case this isn't clear. This is Brittany talking to the reaction channel Jordy. And Brittany is talking about when she called Amber after all this came out.
She bawled like a little baby during the first phone call when I told her that I was going to send all the text messages, all the photos, all of that. That's when she started crying.
Oh.
And alleged blackmail will get brought up later in this story. Amber really has had a hectic year, hasn't she? But for now, getting back to the story of Erica and Amber, after Erica began communicating with Amber more and more, Erica started to realize just how manipulative and batshit crazy Amber really could be.
You know, if I didn't talk to her she was like clocking me too. Like if I didn't message her back, she would say, "Where'd you go? What have you been doing the last 6 minutes?" And I'm like, 6 minutes? So I started being stern with her. I was like, you're not gonna time me. Like this is not what we're doing. Like we had fights, we had arguments.
What Erica is saying here about Amber needing immediate responses from Erica, you know, Amber can't even be left unattended for 6 minutes, and basically trying to control Erica from a distance, putting these timers on her. This is all very reminiscent of past relationships that Amber has had and things that her past partners have come out with.
So the timer would be for when I would hang out with my best friends. We would go down to the basement and play games and stuff, and Amber would choose to stay up in our room, and she would set timers for when I would have to leave my friends and come be with her again. And then whenever it came to like seeing my family or leaving and going somewhere without her, she would give me a time, like a specific time that I needed to be back.
Amber was just laying the groundwork for Erica, getting her used to what would be a much worse situation for Erica if Erica had chosen to stay. Kind of like a frog in boiling water situation. Then there's this whole situation with Life 360. Amber allegedly begged Erica to be added to this tracking app so that Amber would be able to monitor Erica's every move.
So I was telling her, like, hey, like, my wife knows where I go and stuff, and it's on 360, and, you know, we keep up with each other. And she wanted me to put her on Life 360. She wanted that. And I'm telling you, it was probably like a week or two of her talking to me about putting her on Life 360. So I agreed to it. I caved in and I agreed to it. And she was Googling every address I was at just to know where I was at, and telling me, she was like, yeah, I Googled where you're at. I didn't know what this place was. And just, you know, it was just a big mess. And
And now a lot of people had a problem with Erica and her partner Brittany using this app at all, calling any relationship that uses such a thing as toxic. Well, I'm here to say that no, that's not always the case. Personally, before moving in with my partner, we actually used a tracking app. We used the same Life 360 because it gave him peace of mind in the case of, if I'm not responding to him right away, he could know that I was still safe and he knew where I was. I just have a bad habit of sometimes putting my phone down and literally not looking at it for hours. And that made him a little scared that maybe I had gotten into a car crash or something. Having a location tracking app for your friends and family is not necessarily a red flag. That being said, the way that Amber used it, questioning Erica about every move she made and demanding to know why she was at each and every single location and Googling every address that she went to, yeah, that is a major red flag. And shocker, Brittany was not cool with Amber's creepy behavior.
The part that's got me up is that A, you knew about me. B, you were looking me up on Instagram. That shit is fucking creepy.
Right.
So this phone call, it's actually one of two phone calls. The first one wasn't recorded, but this one was. This phone call was a result of Erica's wife, Brittany, having to call Amber to break things off. The story goes that Erica eventually wanted to break things off with Amber, realizing how controlling she was. But Erica, as butch of a person as she seems, is a biological female and she has no balls. Erica had to get her wife involved to break things off with Amber.
She has a way with manipulating people, and I've never in my life been manipulated like this before, ever. I don't want to say she casted a spell on me, but she it was almost like manipulation at its finest. And I will say that woman is a professional. There was times where I was questioning my reality, what the fuck is going on, because of the things that we would talk about.
Erica does clarify that she is not the victim in this situation. However, there is absolutely zero reason why Erica supposedly had to keep messaging Amber. Erica had no physical ties to Amber. She was in another state, clear across the country, and the two had never even met in person. Erica easily could have just stopped messaging Amber and cut things off there. All it takes, just ignore and move on. But let's not forget why Amber decided to name drop Erica in the first place. It was a classic case of Amber deflecting. At the time, people were speculating that Amber and this Emily Tommy person had been together while Emily's late partner was still alive, and the two were just waiting for this poor woman to die.
Why do you think that she would come on here and say Erica's name? What good do you think?
Because everyone thought Tommy was me, and apparently Tommy, her girlfriend, is the main talk right now. So I guess in order to expose me, let's make Erica, who has a boring life, let's make Erica a distraction. I'm not about to be a distraction to someone that fed their recent partner to death. And I'm probably being mean about it, but sorry.
I mean, we all saw the screenshots.
And this whole thing with Erica was a bit of a distraction for a moment. But dispelling rumors that Emily/Tommy was the same woman as Valentine/Erica, that wasn't the true problem. What Amber really wanted to do was prove that her and Emily/Tommy weren't chatting it up while Emily's partner was on her deathbed. And no, I don't think this big character reveal of Erica really proved that, because Amber has often had a history of talking to multiple partners at once. She always has a lineup of potential partners in her DMs. When Destiny left, she immediately moved in with Beck. And when Beck was done with her, Amber immediately moved in Jade. And even Beck said that Amber used to tell Beck that she had this lineup of girls waiting for her, using it as some sort of veiled threat against Beck. And even more recently, Amber admitted during this whole Erica Valentine situation that she was talking to multiple people.
There was a phase where I was talking to multiple people at once, and my feelings grew here and there, and this and that.
At least two other girls, Abby and Danielle, were found to be in this whole mix. But I don't think we'll ever know whether these three girls, Erica, Danielle, and Abby, were the only girls that Amber was talking to while on the hunt for her next live-in partner. Could Emily/Tommy also have been on the back burner during this time? Maybe, or maybe not. At least to me, this period of time between when she became official with this Valentine character to when they later broke up sometime in June will always be a very messy timeline. And speaking of messes, running parallel to all this relationship drama was Amberlynn Reid's journey with another GLP-1 weight loss medication, but not before she started the year with yet another health scare, which was totally not anything to do with her weight. Like, okay. My baby wanted to join us. Hopefully she's not too distracting. Huh, baby? Oh! Okay, so Amber started the year with a health scare, and in true Amber fashion, it came with a side of emotional manipulation. She posted several videos detailing her pain and her symptoms, even crying and sharing her fear that this could be her cancer coming back.
I was very scared that my cancer did come back, and I was scared that it came in the form of bladder cancer. It's just scary, and I feel emotional. I don't want to cry. UTIs, bladder cancer, kidney stones, and I'm just really worried.
And I understand that she was legitimately scared in this moment. Rightly so. However, these videos were pre-recorded. By the time she posted this, she likely already knew her results. And luckily for Amber, this was not cancer. This did turn out to be just a kidney stone. But instead of reassuring her audience with a simple community tab post or even a little insert post editing, saying a quick, "Hey guys, I'm actually okay now," she decided to let her audience sit with the worry. Amber would also take some time to explain why this health scare was not her fault. And here's where I get into like a little bit of a tricky part, trying to explain my thoughts and my opinions on this matter. In my opinion, nobody really deserves any sort of sickness or ailment. And yes, severely overweight and obese individuals can have health complications that are entirely unrelated to their weight and unable to be resolved just by losing weight. At the same time, severely overweight and obese individuals, like Amber, put themselves at a higher risk of developing damn near every frickin' disease out there. And they put themselves at higher risk of developing complications due to those ailments. And while Amber claims to somewhat hold this same belief, like she's not health at every size, she does understand that being morbidly obese and at her size, that is a huge health risk. Like, she says she understands that.
Looking at bigger people and dismissing them constantly for whatever reason, just because of their weight, it isn't fair. And it is in a way dehumanizing. But I'm not ignorant. I'm not unaware of the fact that like being larger does cause a lot of health problems. It truly does. That is why I've never been health at every size. I don't believe that you can be this size and be healthy, but I do believe that bigger people, such as myself, we do experience illnesses or sicknesses that isn't directly caused by our weight. So hopefully that makes sense.
Despite this belief, Amber will oftentimes excuse her health problems because skinny people will also trip on curbs, breaking ligaments, causing them to become bedbound. Often, we will hear this excuse from Amber with whatever she's going through, whether it's a strained ankle due to a minor fall, or even something as severe as having cancer. Skinny people go through these things too, so it's not her fault. And while that's true, being so severely overweight is also a huge cancer risk. And falling at 500 plus pounds puts a lot of excess force and strain on your ligaments. Amber fails to see that while yes, skinny people can experience these issues too, the likelihood and the severity of these problems are significantly increased due to her weight. A fall that might leave a smaller person with a mild strain could leave Amber bedbound for weeks. A health scare that might be manageable for a person of average weight can become life-threatening for somebody of Amber's size. It's not about deserving to be sick. It's about recognizing cause and effect. And Amber's refusal to do that means that she's likely to continue having these health scares, reacting to them with momentary fear before moving on as if nothing ever happened, until the next one inevitably rolls around. Now, the irony in Amber's little lecture about fat phobia in the medical field was just because after saying that, this was nothing to do with her weight, yada yada, well, she had to postpone her diagnosis and her treatment, further increasing her risk of potential complications purely because of her size.
You guys, I wish I was joking when I tell you this, but the freaking CT scan weight limit was my exact weight, so they didn't want to like have me do it. So they're calling my doctor on Monday and I'm gonna have to do it at a different place, but I just literally cannot believe that. Like, I'm so, I get it, it's my fault, but like, wow.
So although her CT scan was postponed, she eventually found a clinic that could handle her girth. And she got her results, which she proudly announced to her audience.
But there's nothing on my bladder, there's nothing in my bladder. The results said I have a remarkable, as they call it, remarkable bladder. That's just like the technical term they use. So I literally was worrying for nothing.
And during this update, we also got an appearance from Dr. Lynn, which we always love.
So then I kept going through and I was like, okay, well, it has to be something. Well, so it turns out that I have a 6mm kidney stone. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna call my doctor because I'm reading these results. I see them, I know how to comprehend them, but I would like my doctor to talk to me about them. The nurse said that my doctor didn't see anything on there to be alarmed about and everything looked fine and that I should still go to the urologist. But I mentioned to the nurse that it does say that I have a 6mm kidney stone. And I was wondering, like, is that what is causing my symptoms? So she's like, oh, okay, hold on, I'll ask him. She went and asked him and he said that, yeah, that's probably what is causing it, but still, see the urologist.
Yeah, so it did turn out to be kidney stones. I can't recall if anything came out of that urologist appointment in November, apparently, but if anything important happened, we'll get to it when we get to it. So around the same time of this health scare, Amber decided that it was a great time to start another round of weight loss medication. She had previously tried the name brand Ozempic, but claimed that she had to stop due to gallbladder issues, namely sludge in her gallbladder.
Ozempic causes I can never say it. Pancreatitis, or it causes a lot of people to get that. And I have gallstones. I also recently found out I have sludge in my gallbladder due to rapid weight loss. And when my doctor saw this and she heard that I was having pancreas issues before, she said that she doesn't want me to be on Ozempic anymore.
On this new round of weight loss meds, Amber decided to go with a compounded semaglutide, which is kind of like the no-name brand of Ozempic. Apparently, it was recommended by her doctor, so I guess that makes sense. Didn't really address the gallbladder issues, but oh well.
Did the gallbladder sludge really just go away? Okay, stop. I did have gallstones at one point, and then that was like when I was 21. I'm a 33 moment. So that was like 12 years ago. And when they rechecked it like 2 years ago, they didn't see any stones. They were like, you got the sludge from weight loss. And I was like, what is that? So I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I don't have gallstones anymore because I'm telling you, those hurt so freaking bad. But like, how did they disappear? I don't know. I don't know freaking science. I don't know biology. I'm not a doctor. I just know that I don't have them anymore. Sludgelin, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm still not super clear on the reasoning behind going on and then off of Ozempic back in like 2022, only to then go back on essentially the same drug. But I don't know, maybe compounded variations really make that much of a difference in your body. Like, I'm not a doctor, I don't know. You know, her doctor recommended it, so let's go with that. Yes, baby. Honey bun sweetie pie, hello. In any case, Amber went back on weight loss meds around the end of May with a new day one and a new starting weight.
Today is the day that I am going back on Ozempic, and I'm going to take my injection in just a couple hours. So it only makes sense that we get a weigh-in and we see my starting weight. I have not weighed myself in a long time, and I know for 1,000% fact I have gained some weight. So let's see how much.
Hello, it's ready. 500.4 pounds.
And even though she was eating some... Hi, baby. You're so cute. Oh. And even though she was still eating some trash processed food... Why do you keep doing that? Some trash processed foods.
Ooh, girl.
She was also choosing some relatively healthy options. And overall, she was actually able to see some weight loss. After a month on the drug, she reached a new lowest weight for the year.
479.2 pounds.
Oh my god.
However, in this same vlog posted on June 16th, some silliness began.
Okay, guys, so this is a prime example of I'm not hungry. I literally do not want to eat. Don't want to drink anything. I mean, I'm trying to get in my water. Girly pop, you need the protein, like that's all I hear in my brain is protein. Like I low-key hate that I have to do it, but like I have to do it. I don't want to lose more hair. I don't want to lose muscle. Like I want to do this the right way. So cheers. Wait a minute. I was expecting to be like, ew, but you know what? Oh my god. Dang, this all goes so good together. Am I already full? Wait, I'm not even joking. Ugh. So this is gonna be a feat to eat. It's super freaking tasty. Like I'm gonna give this 11 out of 10. Like I actually became a chef, but it's like my appetite is no longer. So I'm gonna actually eat this very slowly and enjoy it and get in my other 38 grams of protein. But that's actually really good. Like after having this bowl and then just that shake, 68 grams already. Okay.
Amber will claim that doctors gave her this advice to eat even if she wasn't hungry. At around 500 pounds, if you are not hungry, you do not need to eat. I cannot understand how this woman is always so worried about becoming malnourished. Truly, truly baffles me. I understand that on a weight loss drug, you do need to prioritize protein, but that does not mean guzzling chocolate milk that's disguised as a healthy protein shake when you're not even hungry. Just eat protein first when you are hungry. And the timing of all this buffoonery was questionable. As I mentioned, this was posted on June 16th, right before Amber said that she started messaging this Tommy Emily character. Yeah, so during this whole Ozempic arc, Amber was still entangled with the Erica drama. Erica later revealed that she was in fact supportive of Amber's weight loss attempts. However, after Erica and Amber split on June 15th, Amber mysteriously decided to stop taking semaglutide.
I did like try to support her in this whole like Ozempic thing.
Okay.
And I guess like shortly after we like parted our ways, Ozempic failed. Not sure how that happened.
Was it a coincidence that the day after Erica and Amber supposedly ended things on June 15th, Amber posted this video titled "Forcing Myself to Eat"? Maybe. But was it a coincidence that not even a month after becoming official with this Emily Tommy character, Amber announced that she had to quit semaglutide because it just wasn't working for her?
It is currently June 28th. So a little bit of a semaglutide update. I don't know what's going on, but it literally hasn't been working. Lots of people saying that you're quitting semaglutide rather than it just not working for you. So semaglutide obviously does not work for everybody, and it did work for me when I was on the lowest dose. The first 4 weeks was literally magic. Then once week 5 happened, I really don't know what happened, but it just like stopped working. And then I was just hoping that like once I increased the dose that it would start working again, and it hasn't. So a lot of times if semaglutide doesn't work for someone, you just move on to the next one. There's also compounded Mounjaro. So obviously that's another option for me. Have you gained weight recently? I have, yes.
It does make you wonder whether or not Amber was just staying on this drug because she had an audience and a girlfriend holding her accountable. And once that was gone and Amber had a new girlfriend who was more supportive of her size, Amber seemed happy enough to go off of the drug again. But before we get into that whole can of worms, let's take a brief interlude to go over other shenanigans that our girl has gotten up to during this period of time. Starting with all the times that she was hit on and complimented while out in public.
Okay, so, sorry. Hi. Okay, so hi, Amberlynn in the future. So what just happened here is I had to click off because the guy that I said hi to, he complimented my hair, asked me what I was doing tonight, looked at the food in my cart, which at that point I was about to check out. I had like everything in the cart and he was like, invite me over and I'll cook for you. I was like, oh my god. And by the way, the vet was a subscriber. Hello if you're watching. And they didn't actually tell me until after everything was said and done, which I thought was like very professional. And they were just like, I love you, I know who you are. And I was like, oh my god. And by the way, someone thought I was 23 today.
Sure, Amber. Whatever keeps you happy, I guess.
Didn't hurt at all. I guess maybe the most uncomfortable part would be the fact that like this lady was literally like touching my boobs and like making sure it was like on the glass, and like, yeah, you like literally lay your boob like this and then it gets smushed. I mean, that's what it does. The lady who actually did my mammogram, she was probably in her late 20s, and she was just so sweet. And as I was leaving, she was like, I don't want to make this awkward. I'm definitely not hitting on you, but you are really beautiful. And I don't know, it like made my day, because she was just like, you have such a pretty face. And I don't know, things like that like mean a lot to me.
This story is gross and wildly inappropriate. I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions that Amber may be embellishing this story of getting hit on while her naked breast was exposed to this doctor nurse. Amber also has a few pets. One less if you know this year's full story. And one reoccurring theme was her dog Twinkie's well-being. Amber would scoff at her fans for wanting to see Twinkie, refusing to give them proof of life, as it were. But Twinkie was fine and was getting her proper exercise.
I'm slow in general. I have short, fat legs. I walk very slow. Very, very slow. And I think I actually want to go for a mile walk again. I'm definitely gonna take the same route. I told myself that next time I do this, I wasn't gonna take Twinkie because she did slow me down a little bit.
You did not just say that Twinkie slows you down. Like, I know that is an old and slow and obese dog, but you can wait for her. I'm sure you also needed to take a few breathers during that mile-long walk. And to be fair, she did show that she ended up taking Twinkie, but there has long been speculation over whether or not Amber is able to take care of her pets in the way that they deserve.
I only give her one treat a week, which is kind of drastic for my doggo, but I want her to live a long, healthy life. And we go for walks together, and that's been great for the both of us, to be honest.
It has been great for you guys, as in this is a new habit forming. This should just be a normal everyday thing that you do for your dog. During this period of time, Amber's relationship with her mother also grew. Amber was even seen donating clothes to her poor mother in need.
And I was like, if I don't like it on me, I know my mom will like it because she likes bees. Let me go get it. Hold on. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since it's frumpy on me, it's probably not gonna fit her. It might be too big. Actually, I know it will be. But maybe she can use it like as a sleep nightie. I don't know. But regardless, I'm sure she's gonna appreciate it and want to try it on.
Amber also let her mom borrow some clothes during a sleepover.
As you guys know, my mom stayed the night last night, and she remembered her pajamas, but she didn't remember a change of clothes. So I think I have a shirt that will fit her, because she is a lot smaller than I, but I think this might fit. I don't know, it might like be a dress on her, but...
Not Amber trying to give her mom literally the same dress, just another color. And Amber was starting to get a bit annoying and not really respecting Mama Lynn.
Y'all, I'm about to put my mom's hair up in a ponytail. I don't know how, I've never done it before. I'm nervous. So we're going to Pride.
Yay. You excited?
Yeah, I'm not the only gay person in this room right now.
Amber.
Oh boy. All of that is gonna go inside of me?
Yes, Amber, you said you've done it before.
I have, but it wasn't...
She gave you alcohol wipes right here.
Oh, she did. Yeah, she's cleaning it with some, what is that, alcohol swabs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here. Ready? Watch. You're done. You need a Band-Aid and a sticker?
Wait, so what's weird about that is like, I feel the liquid. It's like a,
yeah.
But like I hear it in here, even though it's happening down here.
Yeah.
But like you don't hear it, do you?
No.
Since it's going inside of me though, I hear it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
So you need to get like a needle disposal thing. It's red.
Yeah, so it's like...
So that way, because we're just going to put this in the garbage can like that, and I'm not really cool with that, you know?
Yeah, we need to be more...
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just get you one of those, and then it'll take a long time to fill up, you know, and keep it like under your sink.
Yeah.
Just brushing off her mother's advice and moving on without really acknowledging it. In my opinion, it doesn't seem that Amber really truly cares about her mother's feelings. Even more telling, one day Mama Lynn wasn't able to reach Amber, and they had to actually bang on Amber's window to get her up.
So I have never slept so hard in my life, like literally so hard. Like my mom was trying to call me and I wasn't answering the phone, She was super worried. I woke up to 72 notifications from her because I always answer her calls. But how I woke up is she came banging on my window and she was so worried and she started crying when she saw me. She thought something bad happened, which I get it because I never not answer my phone, but like I was out. And I got some good sleep. I haven't slept this late in forever.
Mama Lynn was probably scared that her daughter had died in there. And note that this happened back when Amber was having that health scare and didn't know what the problem was yet. And yeah, we know that Amber gets a lot of backlash from her audience. But Amber will claim that she doesn't read Reddit or the forums, the farms that is, and she just doesn't consume hate about herself.
I'm not a Reddit girly pop, and I truly don't care if people are on other websites talking about me on forums and things like that. Like, I don't care about that. Like, deep down, I don't.
We know that this is untrue. She is constantly keeping tabs on like 10 different reaction channels at once. For example, that short period of time, like 1 or 2 days, where we had Gamer Lynn.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I low-key, am a gamer sometimes. I get like addicted to like Animal Crossing was my shit for a long time.
Yeah, Amber got pissed that another reaction channel, Zachary Michael, refused to play with her.
I have been obsessed with Fortnite lately.
Come on, Amberlynn, let's squad the f up. Let's go. Wait. This is the best news of my life. Let's go. Let's go. Or Amberlynn, if you're watching, because I know you sometimes do and you sometimes don't, but if you're watching and you want to squad up, this is the one collaboration I'm ready to do with you.
Did you see that Zachary Michael no longer wants to play Fortnite with you? I did see that. I did. Kind of just goes to show that he really does cater to his audience. And I definitely don't mean that in a good way. I feel like a lot of reaction channels have to do that because they don't want to take the heat. So they kind of can't think for themselves. They don't film for themselves. They don't make their own decisions. They really let their audience kind of make the decisions for them, because Zach's initial reaction was super excited and wanted to play Fortnite with me. And then he got some comments. He's afraid of the heat. So he's like, not doing it.
Wait. He definitely does cater to his audience, and I don't mean that in a good way. Well, I do want to reiterate, I gave multiple reasons for why I wasn't going to play with her, and largely a large part of it, the biggest part of it, is that what people said in my comments reminded me that I set some boundaries in regards to communicating with Amberlynn, because she's toxic. Because every time I do talk to her in the DMs, or have in the past, I should say, she's been manipulative. Okay? And I'm just tired of dealing with manipulation, Lynn.
This is such childish behavior, but I am here for it. Like, I love when she has goofy little tantrums like this. What I don't love is, how do I put this? Her displays of sexual prowess.
Do you consider yourself a sexual person? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would consider myself to actually be a very sexual person, especially like if we vibe in that way, like sex every day. I'm a daily sex type of girly pop. So do you have a current love life? So I actually do have a current love life, and it is with my Valentine. What's your ideal sexual fantasy? Tie me up, put my panties in my mouth. Oh boy. Come do whatever you want to me because I'm tied up. So there's nothing I can do about it. Last question is, why'd you stop getting your nails done, girly pop? Because I'm a lesbian.
Buh. Okay, so the last little bit that I want to include on this brief interlude of just like February to June is a little beef that Amber got into with another reaction channel. This time, the Narc Alert, and I think Kicking Geese was also involved. What happened was, Amber was trying to explain why she didn't end up going through with the weight loss surgery back in the Jade Wifey Feline era in 2023. Because back in 2023, Amber claimed that her doctors told her she had to go a full year without any episodes of eating, which is a little cuckoo bananas, because if she could do that, then why would she need the weight loss surgery? But anyway, now Amber decided to change her story, claiming that it was Narc Alert's fault that she couldn't get the surgery, because according to Amber, the Narc Alert doxed her surgeon.
So long story short, hundreds and hundreds of people were emailing my surgeon, finding his Instagram and messaging him. They were contacting my surgeon's office through the phone, through messages, any way that people could contact my surgeon, they were finding it and they were doing it. So how did people find out who my surgeon was? A reaction channel. How did that reaction channel find out who my surgeon was? Because I read maybe 2 sentences of an email that was sent to me by my surgeon's office. This reactor wanted to know so badly who my surgeon was that they faked wanting to get weight loss surgery just so they could get that email back to them to confirm who my weight loss surgeon was. And once they confirmed who my weight loss surgeon was, what did they do? They doxed him. They said, this is Amberlynn's surgeon. This is who he is. Blah, 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 blah. Well, my surgeon was Dr. Smith.
Yeah, so that all was really not true. Her surgeon did not get doxed as Amber claimed.
And this surgeon is actually amazing. An amazing surgeon. Number 1 surgeon in the state where I am going, and they do it robotically. And normally, they actually taught this there. Normally, the surgeon has like 1 robotic in their like hospital or whatever, but they have 2, and they said it's very rare for a bariatric facility to have 2, but they have 2 because of how good they are. This surgeon has won awards. Things are looking up and things are, I don't know, I'm just feeling really good. I'm just feeling really
award-winning surgery, who's the top in the state, who's at a bariatric center that has 2 robotic devices that nobody else has. Gosh, Merck dug a lot for that.
What really happened was, for a laugh, the Narc Alert decided to attend this weight loss surgery seminar at a clinic where she thought it was plausible that Amber may be going for her surgery. And she included screen captures showing this clinic and showing the doctors there.
When Amberlynn Reid mentioned that there was an online seminar that she was going to take, well, our whole community, as well as I'm sure all of Kiwi Farms, and maybe some of the lovely, kind people on Reddit, well, everybody was very interested in this, right? So, as I've shown you just in that one clip, there's a lot of them, but there's that one clip that basically, without saying a name, has told us exactly the bariatric center she was going to. We were not, to be honest, we were really not that interested in who the hell her surgeon was. The shady, stupid, petty little thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to take the online seminar that Amberlynn was going to take. We wanted to learn all the information she was going to learn, and maybe later down the road we could catch her and stuff, because we took that seminar too, an educational seminar on weight loss surgery. So given the information that she gave us, we narrowed it down to this particular Kentucky Bariatric Center. Now, to be honest, we were never really sure if this was the right place, but, you know, we just figured, close enough anyway, right? So, yeah. Now, involved in this seminar and also on the website, you can see right here is a little thing called Meet Our Team. Meet Our Team. Now, the delicate and doxed Dr. Smith is right here. Remember, she's the one that said it was the award-winning head of the place, who's done celebrities, right? The man has an Instagram with 50,000 followers, apparently. I don't know. I heard Zachary Michael say that yesterday. Can you tell me how the fuck I can dox a doctor who's got a website with their contact information there, with a general form for anybody to fill out? Anybody can go on this website and fill out this form. Anybody. And you can get a link to that online seminar and you can take it. You know what we did? And about 200 people took it.
The Narc Alert didn't dox anyone. She didn't even know for sure where Amber was really going. She was making an educated guess and showing a public website of this clinic and the famous Dr. Smith.
I was going to get weight loss surgery, and then I realized I wasn't ready. I was not ready whatsoever in any sort of fashion. So the smart idea was for me to just like not do it, focus on trying to get to that point of like, okay, I am ready for this. But instead of doing that, I slowly started going through a breakup. And then the breakup led to, oh my God, now I gotta move. I wanna move out of state. I wanna start a new life. Like, it just was a bunch of different like things were happening right after one another. And weight loss surgery just didn't happen for me.
It doesn't really matter why the surgery fell through in the end, because Amber either has no intention of actually losing weight, or she truly doesn't understand how weight loss works. It's really a coin toss at this point, because she will even use her own interpretation of the laws of physics to explain why she can't lose weight like other people can.
Okay, you guys, so my TDEE has been a very popular topic lately. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's literally just like a little calculator where you put your height, your weight, and your gender, and it comes up with a calorie limit that'll help you lose weight.
So your TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure, it's actually just an estimate of how many calories you use on average throughout the day. And it basically takes your BMR, or your basal metabolic rate, and then adds a bit more to account for your activity level.
But people are forgetting about everything else that goes into how easy it is for someone to lose weight and the amount of calories that they need to lose weight. So I kind of want to explain that to you guys, and the best way for me to do it is to do it on paper. So as you guys know, I'm about 500 pounds. And when I put just those simple things, 500 pounds, I'm 5'3", and I'm a female, it comes up that I need 2,900 calories to lose weight.
Okay, just a clarification here. Those inputs and assuming a sedentary lifestyle would come out to a TDEE of 3,500 calories. If she ate 3,500 calories on average with a sedentary lifestyle, she'd be maintaining her weight according to this calculator. The 2,900 calories that Amber is talking about is actually the estimated BMR, which is like your deathbed doing absolutely nothing, not even moving a muscle, basal metabolic rate.
And as you guys know, I have expressed this so many different times that eating 2,900 calories makes me gain weight. It does not make me lose weight. And then people call me a liar.
Yeah, because she has a history of being a lying liar who lies. And she hasn't ever tracked her calories for a long enough period of time, consistently and honestly, to know what her real TDEE is.
So when I saw the lipedema specialist, she told me, estimation, I have about 150 pounds of lipedema on my body. So with 150 pounds of lipedema, I cannot lose that weight by lessening my calories.
Just know, I don't have the energy to talk to an idiot about lipedema in this video. We can save that for the next Anna video.
So that would mean, let's just say I put 350 calories in the TDEE calculator. So that comes out to 2,100 calories, which I have explained several times that is about the amount where I lose weight. That is why I tell you guys, I try to stay below 2,000 calories, and people are like, that's too little. I don't get it. She could eat so much and lose weight. That's not how it works.
Okay, so TDEE aside, whatever her TDEE or BMR is, she needs to eat less than whatever she's currently eating. This is just like losing the forest and the trees. But we'll never see like a true honest week, or maybe even a true honest day of eating with Amber.
But this is why when people tell me about the TDEE calculator, I simply roll my eyes.
Okay, so I really want to get this video out to you guys by Friday. Happy Valentine's Day if I made it. So we're going to save the rest of this for next time, but until then, bye. Oh, and before I go, I have gotten like a few questions about how I style my hair, and I hate to break it to you, but it's literally this. Literally, I'm not even joking. Like, I'll go like from the shower, put it in a bun while it's wet, and then here, I'll show you if I can get it out. So there's my hair, and I just take it down, and it's like nice and fluffy. It's big right now. But I think the real reason people like the way that it's styled, it's nothing to do with the style. It's actually because I've put like depth in my hair by adding like highlights and whatnot. That was literally like the biggest, bestest thing I did for my hair. So I think that did more than any styling that I could do. But if you want to do the bun, I'll just show you what I do. Like, gather everything like to the top of your head, and then I just twist it. So I twist it like that, And then I twist it around in a circle, just like that. And then I take my scrunchie and I just go like that. And I just chill for the day while my hair is drying like that, bopping around. And yeah, sorry, that's all I do.